Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're gonna be doing something a little different. So we got a tier list, right? I don't know if y'all watch basketball, but I'm gonna be ranking all the NBA logos right here. There's a lot of them, but yeah, I got all the NBA logos, and I'm gonna be ranking them in a tier list. Yeah. So hopefully I don't know. I'm probably gonna get a lot of dislikes. This video because I was contemplating this video for quite some time, and yeah, a lot of people is probably gonna be mad at me, like, oh, why didn't you put my logo on S tier? And I'm like, listen, man, I'm just ranking them, so I expect a lot. I'm probably gonna get the most dislikes on this video than I've ever got before. But you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna start with the 76ers. I mean, I'm just going to put the 76ers at B. I mean, it's an average logo. I mean, you got the basketball and the 76, because their colors red and blue. Then you got the sevens are red, the rest is blue. I mean, it's not terrible. It's average. So we're just going to put it at B. Next up, we got the Wizards. Um, Actually, I'm going to put the 76ers at a C. And then I'm going to put the Wizards at a B. Okay. Cuz I mean, thinking about it, like the 76ers is literally just their name and a basketball, but it's not like it's kind of bland, but it's not like terrible enough to be an F. It's like tolerable, but it's kind of lazy. But yeah, it's not bad enough to be a D. And then the Wizards, we're putting that at a B. It's kind of just like the 76ers logo, just with a bit more color and you know, detail. Next, we got the Hawks. We're gonna put the Hawks at a C. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but the Hawks logo literally looks like someone just drew it. Like, I'm pretty sure if I grabbed a paper and a red pen, I could draw that exact same logo. I mean, it's like I said, just like 76ers, it's kind of lazy, honestly, but it's not bad enough to be a D. So, next up, we got the Cavaliers. We're gonna put the Cavaliers at a B because the C looks cool. They could have just had a normal C, but they took the C and they made it cool. And then I don't. Is that a sword? Yeah, so it's like a C with a sword. So that's a pretty cool logo. I mean, it's simple but effective. It still looks pretty okay. Next up, we got the Pistons. Uh, I'm sorry, guys. Like the logo sucks. The Pistons logo is kind of bad. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me, but it's literally a basketball with their name inside. And I know you're like, yeah, but what about the 76ers and the Wizards? Like, come on. Like, just look at it. The Wizards, they have details and stuff. They have a star, some color. 76ers, you know, it's like a basketball. And, but the Pistons, come on. Look at this, man. It looks like a preschooler just grabbed a crayon and colored it. It's kind of terrible. Sorry, don't get mad at me. It's not my fault. Next up, we got the Bucks. The Bucks logo is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? We're gonna put the Bucks at an S tier. That's right, the first S tier. Like the Bucks logo, it's just so sick because it's a buck. I mean, it's like, oh, it's just a buck. It's simple, but just look at it, guys. Look, you can't look at this logo and tell me it's not freaking cool. It's one of the coolest NBA logos, in my opinion. Next up, we got the Raptors. Where would I even put the Raptors? I'm sorry, guys. It's just the logo's not. It's just not great. We're gonna put it right here. Like, so if the I think the Raptors have like multiple logos. Like, if the Raptors had like their raptor with the ball. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, they have their mascot scratching a ball or something. It would have been A tier right here. It would have been right, or S. Maybe it would have been S. But like, just this specific logo is just bad. Look, the Pistons and the Raptors. Look at these two logos. They look so similar. They're practically the same logo. So similar. But yeah. Next up, we got, who are these? Oh my god, why am I blanking on them? Um, they have a cool logo. All right, they have a really. I'm gonna go ahead and put them at an A tier because I mean they're not like an elite logo like the freaking Bucks, but they have a pretty sick ass logo. But who are those? Why? I don't watch a lot of basketball, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mostly watch football. Football is the main sport I watch. I watch basketball occasionally, but not a lot. But I can't. The Mavericks. That's it. Oh my god. How did I feel so terrible for forgetting their name. I'm sorry, guys, but it's the Mavericks. Okay. Guys, don't hate me. Like I said, I don't watch basketball, but the Mavericks has a sick ass logo, so I'm putting them in A tier. Not quite on the level as the Bucks, but better than these logos. Next up, we got, what are those? The Nuggets. Um, you know what? We're putting them at A tier. Putting them at A tier. Um, Cause I mean I know it's a simple logo, but just look at it. Look at it. We got the basketball. We got two. I think those are pickaxes, and it's just it's like I know it's simple and kind of it looks generic, but at the same time it also looks professionally made. Unlike the Pistons and Raptors, which look generic. Is generic, but with a hint of it just looks like a sports team logo. Unlike the Hawks, who looks like a preschooler drew it. Next up, we got the Rockets, and we're gonna put them at a D tier because it's terrible, guys. I'm sorry. We're just gonna move on. There's not much to say about it. Look at the logo and tell me it looks good. You can't. Next up, we got the Grizzlies. Huh? Huh? That's right, guys. The S tier. The Grizzlies are on the S tier with the Bucks because it's the freaking Grizzlies. That doesn't mean anything. But look, I just have a, I just have a soft spot for like dope ass animal logos. Cause look at the Bucks and look at the Grizzlies. It's just they both look cool. They look like they just look like legitimately good logos. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just I don't. Maybe I just like I said. I just like really good animal logos. Next up, we got the Timberwolves. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot their name for a second. But yeah, the Timberwolves. I mean, they do have a really good logo. Also, I wouldn't say they're quite as good as the Bucks and Grizzlies, but they're still really good. I'm gonna put them at. I'm just gonna put. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna put them at A tier. Because like I said, it's not quite as good as the Bucks and the Grizzlies, but they still have a really good logo. Just look at it, howling at the moon with like, I mean, it's inside of a basketball. What's not to love? It's awesome. Next up, we got the Spurs. Okay. Where would I even put the Spurs at? Mm. I mean, their logo is not the best, but it's not like terrible. I'm just gonna put it at C. There we go. Like, I mean, it's not that good, but the only reason why I'm not putting it in D tier is because the U and like the spur right there, how they did that. That is the only reason why I'm not putting it in D tier. Since they did this to the U, it's going in C. If it was just a normal U, it would have definitely been in D. Next up, we got the Jazz. Um, huh. We're gonna. I mean, the logo's not. Well, it's not great. It's not great. We're putting this in C. Look at it. I know it's just a logo. It's kind of boring, honestly, but at the same time, it's not. It's not terrible. I mean, they took the J and did something cool with that. I mean, it looks like I could have done it, and I'm terrible at it. But it's definitely better than these three. So, I mean, if these three wasn't in D tier. If there was an F tier, I would have put these three in F and then the Jazz in D. But since there's no F and these are in D, I'm just going to put them in C. But the Jazz logo is better than the Pistons, Raptors, and Rockets, but it's not as good as the Hawks, 76ers, and Spurs, in my opinion. Next up, we got the Golden State Warriors. I mean, it's just the Golden State Bridge. I'm gonna put it in C. It's average. I mean, it like I said, it's basically literally just the Golden State Bridge with like the Warriors colors. But I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I kind of like it. I mean, it's average. Gonna leave it at B. Next up, I believe this is the Clippers. If I'm not mistaken. Um, I'm just gonna put in. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna put in C. Some. Nope, that's not C. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not great because it's literally just like look at this, guys. It's literally just their initials inside of a basketball. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, unlike the Pistons and the Raptors, at least they actually put somewhat effort. Like the Pistons and Raptors, it's just their name. At least they took their initials and made it. I hit my computer. Oops. But at least they made it somewhat fancy. So yeah, I'll leave it at C. Next up, we got the Phoenix Suns. Um, it's S tier. I know. I know y'all were like, "What? That doesn't make any sense." But I really like the Suns logo. Like, look at this. It's a flaming basketball. Bro, look. It's a basketball that looks like a sun shooting across the sky, bro. It's awesome. I mean, they have a better logo than this, but I mean, it's just a mat. It's a flaming basketball, guys. Come on. It's awesome. Next up, we got the Kings. And yeah, no. I'm sorry. The Kings logos shit. It's terrible. So we're gonna move on. There's not much to say. The Knicks. They're average. I mean, it's just it's average logo. I don't love it, don't hate it either. It's average. Next up, we got the Pelicans. Um, their logo's average also. Don't hate it, don't love it. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But I don't love it as much as these teams. So I'm just gonna put it at B. Next up, we got my favorite team, the team I rock with, the Charlotte Hornets. And I know I might be a bit biased here, but it's going to S tier right here. Like, I know y'all probably just like, oh, you're just being biased. But, like, come on, guys. Be real. Look at it. Like, even if I wasn't a Hornets fan, I would still put it at S tier. Like, it's a cool logo. You have, like, I mean, the name and the Hornets. It's just, look at it, guys. You can't look at it and tell me it's not a really, really cool logo. You just can't. It's unrealistic. Um, Next we got who is I think this is a Trailblazers, and I don't know what the fuck that logo is. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's D. It's god awful. If I could put it in F tier, that's where it would go. It's so bad. Next up we got the Miami Heats. Like I said, like I told you about the Suns, I love me some flaming basketball. So it's going in S tier. That's right, guys. S tier, baby. Love me some flaming basketball. Um, who are they? The Pacers. Okay, so, mm, mm. Some of these logos in the NBA, I just look at them and I'm like, this is what you came up with? Like this right here? It's kind of sad, honestly. Next up, we got who are what team is this? What team is in Oakland? Oakland. Oh, the Thunders. I hate myself for not knowing these teams, but I don't watch a lot of basketball. The only reason why I got half of these teams is because one, they're like very iconic, and two, the names. Like if the Wizards didn't have their name right there, I wouldn't have known who they are. But I believe these are the Thunders, and they're gonna thunderclap their way to C. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. But yeah, it's kind of eh, it's not terrible, but it's not that great. We got the Celtics next, and I think the Celtics, their logo's average. Not much to say about it. Like their mascot's pretty cool, with the cane and like the basketball. So yeah, I like their logo. And then we got the Los Angeles Lakers. I just noticed, like, what is it with basketball teams and just having a basketball with their name? Because we got the Lakers, we got the Raptors, we got the Pistons. I guess we sort of got the Pacers also. It's just, I don't know. Next up, we got the Magics. That logo's, I'm going to put them in A tier. You know what? Why not? So, I mean, look at this, guys. I mean, this is not a flaming basketball, but it's like close enough. It's magic. Look at this. There's basketball soaring through the sky with magic behind the. I think that's like stars and stuff. It's a pretty cool logo. I like it. Then we got the Chicago Bulls. And, bruh, I told you already. Just like the Bucks and the Grizzlies, I love me some animal mascots, some quality animal logos. So you already know the Bulls are going to S tier. Look at that. That's right, guys. And then we finally got the Nets, and they're okay. Just I don't know what is this, a magic 8 ball? But yeah, so that's that's it, guys. This is the whole thing. So on S tier, we got the Bucks, Grizzlies, Suns, Hornets, Heats, and Bulls. A tier, we got the Magics, Timberwolves, Nuggets, and Mavericks. B tier, we got the Wizards, Cavaliers, Warriors, Knicks, Pelicans, and Celtics. C tier, we got the 76ers, Hawks, Spurs, Jazz, Clippers, and Thunders. That slipped my mind. And then D tier, we got the worst NBA logos in the NBA, which are the Pistons, the Raptors, the Rockets, Kings, Pacers, Lakers, Nets, Trailblazers. I I still, like, if I had to choose one logo and the whole thing to say that is the worst logo in all of the NBA, it would definitely be the Trailblazers. Just look at it, bruh. Look at this logo. What is that? I I legitimately don't know what that is even supposed to be. But yeah, if you like this, leave a like. Hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Yeah, let me know. Do you agree with this list? I thought I'd do something different. If you want me to do more tier list about other things, let me know. I would love to because I like doing tier lists. But yeah, congratulations to the Bucks, Grizzlies, Suns, Hornets, Heats, and Bulls. Y'all have the best NBA logos in the entire league. So yeah, let me know if actually if you have a tier list of these, or if you have a specific order, if you want to change anything, leave your tier list down below of what you would have done with these logos. Let me know what your tier list is. But as always, guys, I was